In this lesson we will see about modifiers. I'll click on box first, left click track, and then release the left click and upwards it will get a box. I'll press middle mouse button to get the panning. You can click on this pan option. I'll press Alt W to maximize my viewport, or else you can go and click here this way. Yeah, I'll press F4 on my keyboard to get the segments to be displayed. So if you press F4 you can able to see this shaded and edges on the faces. So this is the F4 does actually. I'll increase some segments, height segments. This is how we increase the height segments. I'll go to modify and I'll say modifier list. I'll press B on my keyboard, that is bend, and I can give the angle of bend maybe like this, maybe 180 is perfect. Yeah, I'll come down with the size of the box so you can able to get what it is. So this is how it bends, and if you see the direction, and you can change the direction, which direction you want to bend. And this is very handy tools. If you see the modifiers, it has very much flexibility. You can get the shapes very fast with the help of modifiers if you master modifiers. So I can increase and decrease the angle. This is the minus and this is the plus. So here in which axis you want to bend, right now it's Z, Y. Maybe this is weird because it's bending very differently in this axis. See, it's very weird bending right now. We are not expecting this kind of bends, but still Y and X is there. This is how you can come down with the direction, maybe like this. Wow. So right now I want on Z, I don't want direction. This is what the bend. So the limits option, we can limit it, we can certainly constrain it how much we want to bend it. So you can click limit effects and you can increase the upper limit, and you can see only some part of the object is bending and this is rest of this straight. So you can come like this. Yes, but what some jagged edges, if you increase the segments here, height segment, you can get some very smooth bending over here. So this is we got the smoothness. I'll just click bend. I don't want right now. You can see if you click on bend and say remove modifier from the stack, you can get rid of this modifier. So now the second modifier is twist. I'll press T. Here is twist. So you can twist it. This is how you can twist. And the bias, upper limit, something, the effect you can distribute with the bias. And right now I'll right click on this. So if you right click on spinners, you will get 0. So axis Z, Y and X. So right now I want Z, and you can say limit effect, only certain part I want to bend or twist. See this, and you can get on this bend like this, only some part will get affected, rest will be straight, unaffected. So you can do like this, limit upper to increase the effect, or you can come down with as a lower parts. I want only in some part like this. So only some part is affected, rest up and down is not affected. So this is how we can work with limit effects. So now I'll just move on to our third modifier. I'll take a plane, that is noise. I'll select this one and say I'll go to modify, I'll increase the segments, say 20. Now I'll go to modifier list, I'll press N, that is noise. Can say seed 1, that is a type. Can increase roughness, you can click on fractal, you can get some roughness, increase the roughness. But if you see, I am increasing roughness 100%, that is 1, but still I am not getting any kind of results over here. So I am increasing roughness, but I am not setting in which direction the roughness should appear. Always keep in mind there is always 3 axes in 3D, X, Y and Z. So now I will increase the Z and you will see some changes on Z part, that is Z direction, that is this direction. So now if you say Y, and you will get the direction and the distortion in Y direction, Z, Y and X. So this is how it affects. So now I want only to Z, so this is what the result is. See, you can increase the roughness, how much roughness you want, and amount of roughness we can come down with like this, or you can increase the iteration or decrease the iteration, it gives a smooth bumpiness, something like this. And of course there is a nice option over here, but right now I just want to show you the primary use of this modifiers. So I'll just click and show you what it is. This is an animation thing. I'll click on animate noise. So this is the what phase. I'll just play this and this will start get noise effect. In short, this effect is used for water animation. You can absolutely move that plane or get some cool effects of moving water, something like this. So with the animate noise. But our next modifier is much more interesting for water modifying and water stuffs. I'll just delete this noise and I'll say modifier list. I'll press R on my keyboard, that is the ripple. And the word ripple is very common in water effect, ripple, water effect. So I'll just show you amplitude 1 and amplitude 2. I'll just increase the plane, just say this one. So now if you see, there is some kind of distortion in the plane, and I'll just come down with the wavelength, because this is what the wavelength is. I'll come down with this wavelength like this. Now you can able to figure it out what it is. It's you can, when some water drops in the plain water, you can get some kind of ripples in the water. So this is the modifiers we can always use for that. So the use is, you can come down with the wavelength, you can increase the wavelength as per your requirements, and you can increase the amplitude 1, 2 as per of course the requirement. And the phase and the decay, phase is for animation. Right now I don't want to go into that, but the decay is the slightly you can relaxation is from that point, this is and this point. So I'll go to ripple, I'll click on gizmo. You can absolutely move this effect wherever you want. So I'll just say the corner of the swimming pool, someone has just left the swimming pool and some ripples are coming from that side. So this effect can be really helpful for that. And of course we can animate the phase thing. So if you increase the decaying, so it gets decays, the ripple gets decays, and it shows very good results. So this is what. So in next lesson I'll show you more modifiers, and some more modifiers we will see on next lesson. Thanks for watching this tutorial.